Hey everyone! So someone on a coaster forum pointed out that the Vekoma rides.manufacturing Instagram page had been updated with some new images, some images of roller coasters, but also a concept art image, and that is really exciting, I think, because it says here, new for 2020, curious, and I think we can safely say what this is. This to me looks like the Shockwave model from Vekoma, and that is because of this batwing section here, the double inversion, and yeah, these sections here and at the back there look like launches. So I think it's safe to say this is the Shockwave Plus model from Vekoma, and we know that Energylandia was going to build one of those for next year. So the concept art most likely is for that. I think this is really exciting. What do we know about this new roller coaster at Energylandia? So we know that it's going to be a Shockwave, a double launch coaster, much bigger than Formula, which is already there, a single launch coaster, a lot shorter, 560 meters. This is much longer at 1320 meters, more than double the length. We know that it's going to have 4 inversions, 2 LSM launches, it's going to have a huge loop, a batwing that counts for 2 inversions, and a corkscrew towards the end. The tallest hill of the roller coaster will clock in at 147 feet, which is pretty much 50 meters. And the fastest launch that we'll have, which will be the second launch most likely, will be 62 miles per hour, which is a little bit less than Taron, 10 miles per hour less than Taron, but it's significantly more than the likes of Formula already at Energylandia, and also more than the likes of Icon at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. So it's going to be a very decent launch coaster, I think. So looking at the concept art, let's break this down. Someone commented on one of my videos a few weeks ago that it will have a splashdown section. Well, I didn't know what to expect of that, but once you start looking at the roller coaster trains, you'll notice that they're actually shaped like little boats, so that's really exciting. You'll see there's some fountains on the side. I think those are reacting to the second launch here. And we see this massive hill in the foreground here. Looking farther, lots of water features, of course, but we also see lots of theming in the area, and very much shaped like ruins, really, like a sunken city. Well, so what could that be? I think this is going to be themed to Atlantis. And what's the name for Atlantis in Polish? Atlantida. So I think that the name of the roller coaster could be that, and it would fit in with Zadra, of course. I think it could be Atlantida. Where is it going to be located? Well, we know that Energylandia is pretty much expanding towards the west here, and they've already built Zadra. Of course, it's only been open for a week, and that's towards this area of the park. They built a tunnel here that goes underneath this road. There's a couple of other little roller coasters near the Zadra area, shops, other facilities over there as well, some restaurants and a bar, I believe. So I think it's very likely that we'll see this water-themed roller coaster, launch coaster in this area to the south of Zadra. Going by this Instagram post, this theming looks very immersive, and to me it looks very much inspired by things that Phantasialand are doing with the likes of Taron. It's an amazing roller coaster, it's my favorite roller coaster. And Fly, that's coming out there next year as well at Phantasialand. That's also done by Vekoma, by the way, Fly. That's going to be the longest flying roller coaster in the world, apparently. So this looks really exciting, and far more exciting than I was even expecting. The theming is far more immersive. I was pretty much expecting the roller coaster just to be shoved on a bit of grass and that would be it, but it looks like this is a lot more serious, doesn't it? Apparently it's going to go underground 7 times. There's misters here as well, as you can see. I think that's going to be really exciting, and some real nice building work for the station and to cover some of the launches and some of the other elements in the roller coaster. The station is in this area. The first launch is over here. This straight section is the second launch. So let's watch a fan-made POV for this roller coaster. Note, this is not made by myself. So we're on to the first launch here. It goes straight to the right. So we're coming out of the station there in the first straight, I would imagine. And there's some nice banking and turns in this first section, and we're kind of building up the anticipation, I think, for the next launch. And that happens right now. And this is going to go really fast. Now we're going to hit 62 miles an hour over the first hill, straight down into a massive loop. Most likely that will be an underground section, that's. And then nice banking here into the Batwing underneath the station. Second inversion of the Batwing. Nice airtime hill there, I think that will be really good. Into our corkscrew, which is what RCDB calls this. Almost looks like a barrel roll to me. And there could be a splashdown section here at the end, possibly. And then we head back into a brake run and into a station. So that looks really good. It's a fantastic POV. I think it looks very accurate going by what we see in the concept art. I think it's really, yeah, really well done, that one. So I think this is going to be one of the most interesting roller coasters to look forward to in 2020. Of course, we know that we're going to get Fly most likely opening at Phantasialand next year. That looks really impressive, a very secretive project that's going on over there. We've not seen any official POVs. There's some fan-made ones of that as well. Of course, there's no official POV of this one either, but I think that fan-made one we just saw is relatively accurate to what we can expect. Looking beyond the likes of Poland and Germany, what else can we expect next year? Well, we know in the UK, of course, we're getting the 10 inversion Intamin Looper at Flamingoland, and Paulton's Park are getting a spinning coaster from Mack. America is getting a new Giga coaster at Kings Island. Then we've got Busch Gardens Williamsburg are coming out with an Intamin Blitz coaster, a bit like Taron, and that's going to be called Pantheon. That's also coming next year. Busch Gardens Tampa, meanwhile, are building another RMC hybrid that is replacing their wooden coaster Gwazi. It looks like that's going to be a massive RMC. They've already started construction on that as well. The track is going up, in fact, just in this last week. And then, of course, they just announced that at Six Flags Great Adventure, there's going to be a Jersey Devil single rail roller coaster from RMC. So 2020 is shaping up to be a really exciting year for roller coasters, I think. But the biggest themed ones, I think, are going to be right here in Europe. Phantasialand, Poland. I think those are going to be the two places to be if you want to see theming and roller coasters put together. These two projects, Fly and this, what I think is an Atlantis-themed roller coaster, it's a water-themed one anyway, are looking spectacular. Both launch coasters and very different from each other. One is a flying coaster, one is a water coaster with boats. It couldn't be any more different than each other, I think, but really exciting, I reckon. So let me know your thoughts about this water-based roller coaster. Are you excited for this one? Can you not wait to get out to Energylandia next year? I can't tell you what the opening day is yet, but obviously once I know, I'll let you know as soon as possible. I suspect that it might be early on in the summer. I can't see this being ready by April already, but who knows? They do things very quickly at Energylandia. Lots of people, lots of manpower are working on these things, so we'll see how quickly they get this off the ground. I'll let you know more as soon as I know it, and thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next one.